Duke slows it down. Play called out by John Shire in his second year as the head coach at Duke. Part of the last two national titles for Duke. First as a player, then as an assistant coach.
Nice screen.
Coach Krzyzewski. Lob it up. Stewart the catch. Oh! The hesitation. Partially right.
Yeah.
Well, to me, that's a win.
Yes. Yeah. Tie goes to the.
Tie goes to Gene. Right. 58-46 NC State. Duke with possession here with Roach down to 3:35 to play. Filipowski is fouled out. McCain, a sweeping move, and he scoops it home. 4 straight double-doubles, 5 in the last 6.
What's interesting is Kevin Keats. He only plays 7 guys. 7 guys, and they know what to do, and they know how to play with one another.
McCain hits on a 3.
And a good job taking that challenge defensively. But for Houston, they just got to get out of this half with Shed out of the game, and of course Roberts with 2 fouls.
Duke has turned it over 7 times. They had 6 turnovers the entire game against James Madison in the second round.
And in 10 seconds, they're still out in the perimeter with this excellent D.
Nothing cooking right now. Roach trying to fake, kick. Filipowski peeks at the clock. Shot clock winding down. The jumper goes. It's at 6-5.
He can elevate.
Dunn fakes. Short. Rebounded by Mitchell.
I think Sharp's got to get some more touches on the other end for Houston. Mentioned his numbers the other night. Nice cross.
Through traffic. Roach gives it up. Mitchell slams it down.
Well, because
15 points to lead the team. Duke's lead is down to 2.
This kid wants to do it for his buddy Shed. No question about it.
Proctor gets it back. 9 to shoot. Under 4 minutes to play.
Look at that string out recovery.
Ball fake. Proctor drives and pulls up with a splash. This Duke squad.
I wish you'd worry about one of us. Anyway.
Don't worry about me. I can't run it.
By the way, how about the 2-shot free throws? I mean, that was certainly on the floor. Got away with it.
Nice flare cut.
Look at this.
McCain is feeling it. Staff family showed up here trying to get this Duke's program to the Sweet 16 for the first time. Filipowski leans in and gets it to go.
And Roach.
Big old block for Kyle Filipowski. No man's land. Friedel got caught underneath.
And great help side defense there. Jalen Blakes getting that steal.
Very alert.
Hand it to Roach. We're going to hit the 4-minute mark of this first half. Filipowski.
Again, power.
Hop step, and he's doing whatever he wants. And what it was going to be.
And Yo-Yo and Edwards for that reason with those 2 fouls. Save them for the other end.
So
1-2-2, pardon me, Bert.
Take a seat.
And I like this right now for James Madison. Slow down the rhythm. Be a little bit disruptive.
Mitchell with a big finish.
It's okay if you press.
The 7th turnover tonight for JMU. Roach looking to beat Brown off the dribble. Pretty door. Filipowski, the bucket and the foul. Work on that particular play.
His moves work pretty good in his career.
Oh, Smitty.
Oh, wow.
Got a ring?
That's pretty good. When you have a move named after you, that means you've achieved something. The Smitty.
The Smitty.
The God Sham God. Lob it up. Slam it down. Knocks it in from the outside.
How about this kid? Confidence, his 19th of the year. Raising the big from underneath.
I think for Duke, you got to go inside to Filipowski, establish him early where he does so much damage in the paint.
Floater. McCain gets the roll.
And that's the thing with watching.
Deloney against the big Filipowski. He's going to fire.
Got it.
Too strong.
Good defense there by Flip, not fouling.
Get it ahead. Roach. Cross.
Good pass.
Mitchell drives in. So it's Roach, Filipowski in there along with McCain, Mitchell, and Blakes. Mitchell, another drive to the rim, ball fake, and slam.
I thought he might have.
This kid, Deloney, kick, jumper, doesn't go. Fiorillo had a chance to put Vermont in front.
I'll tell you what, he is a competitive kid at that size. He's got Filipowski.
Give it up. McCain got him.
And he's their best shooter.
John Stewart, wearing number 13 for Duke, had a terrific game against these guys in Raleigh. as he came off the bench for 12 and 5.
Yeah, Sean Stewart playing more minutes down the stretch here for the Blue Devils as John Shire has started to grow a lot of confidence in the freshman. And he's made that pay off for his coach.
McCain using a lightning quick step to get inside for 2 at the 3-point line. Hard to let it fly. And again, Duke crashing the glass.
Yeah, Duke limiting NC State to one opportunity.
Straight on. Oh, absolutely fires by fairly quiet to this point. Slamming on the brakes with a turnaround. Duke looking for some rhythm here. Filipowski tangled up with Morsell, has been grabbing that shirt. Mitchell.
DJ Barnes not going to go out there and guard Mitchell, and that's what you have to do if you're...
Oh, he got hit before the game ever started. Took 3 stitches above that eye because of a headbutt with a teammate in the pregame drill. He's taking a beating tonight. Proctor off the catch. Wants to drive it for 2.
4 on Carolina, 3 on Duke. Where Cormac Ryan doing a good job locking and trailing on Jared McCain. McCain gets just a little bit of space. Last 7 minutes of regulation.
The Tar Heels as a team shooting an impressive 52% on the game. They shot 51% in the win over Duke. Feb 6 back in Chapel Hill. That is a... John Shire's put TJ Power back in the game because of his 3-point shooting ability. Roach drives and kicks. Power in the corner. And he hits it.
I think the defense of NC State has been excellent. The problem is they've not finished it up with an offensive rebound, with a defensive rebound. Duke has 14 offensive rebounds off 24 misses in this game. Amazing. And they're 13-2 in second chance points ahead of NC State. That's really what's keeping them in their second chance opportunities.
Proctor way downtown and nothing but net. Any good NC State fan can tell you that. We're selling the paint, going to turn around. And rolls off the rim. On the run, Roach pushing the tempo. McCain for 3-point land, swishes it in.
John Shire has been playing much bigger the last couple of games without Caleb Foster. As Filipowski on the deck, scored it to Roach. Little tic-tac-toe with Stewart.
Penn State, half UCLA. I think I just missed that part of school.
Right. Yeah, they teach flags of the Southern Hemisphere junior year at State College, but sophomore year at Westwood, obviously. Here's McCain, who's yet to score, and yet Duke is 12 for 16, 2 for 3 from 3.
Balance.
3 for 3 from the line.
Balance, Kev. They really, when you have so many weapons, you can play to individual strengths, and it's really tough to cover. And even Ryan Young getting after it down low in the row. Wow, man.
Beekman. Denied by Mitchell. Buchanan, no. Virginia's just tilting at windmills right now.
They're what?
Don Quixote?
Okay. All right. Sometimes I forget how dorky you are.
Thank you. Proctor. McCain had Mitchell alive on the baseline for a moment. McNeely swats it in the air right to Roach. Back to Proctor. Good for 3.
Just 2 throughout the course of the season.
Here's a steal off the hands of Dunn into the hands of Roach. Here comes Proctor with a jam.
This is a lot different than running offense. And running offense doesn't have to be a set play. It's just get some movement. Get into some of the actions that you like. Explore it.
You talked to Shooter out about how hard it is to guard the flare screen, re-screen. Yes. Virginia does so well. We haven't seen them have a lot of success tonight with it.
I think part of it's, wow, McCain.
An eye on the possession before that. Huntley Hatfield had Filipowski on him, and he didn't leave him one-on-one. He came and he doubled. Forced the turnover and got the 3 in transition. And
Filipowski banged his knee in that court storm without a field goal so far. To the left hand, and that's his first
pass. Now Roach attacks. Proctor. Offensive rebound, Roach. Filipowski. And that one goes down for Philip on the boards. And Hildreth whisks it away. Tight quarters, ambitious, and a turnover. McCain drops it. Proctor kicks it out for Roach.
Proctor rises. Hits another.
He came back, but he is explosive when he's on. And how about Norchad O'Meara? Everything but the finish.
Duke is switching just about everything, and Jared McCain wound up on O'Meara, and he got him to the rim, just didn't finish it. That's unusual for O'Meara.
McCain steps into it and buries his first three. Point shooting has come a long way this year. George with a crossover, frees himself, but couldn't bank it home.
And Miami's getting some good opportunities. They just haven't knocked them down. So far, Miami's defense, they're staying in front, not allowing driving lanes to the basket. Good help by George.
Great shot fake by Roach. Great extra pass. Mitchell to finish. Off the ball more, and it really seems to have benefited the team last year and again this year.
But Duke has multiple point guards. Yeah. Like you count Jeremy Roach as a point guard that can play off the ball. Proctor can play off the ball. Caleb Foster comes in, he can handle it.
Mitchell knocks down the three.
Watkins kicks for the corner. Bo Bowen in and out. He's a 6'10 freshman.
Bo Bowen now 3 of 21 from beyond the arc on the season. And speaking of freshmen that can
$10 bucks. Jackson knocks it too. And he said, basically clean living. For many, many years, he said, I've always eaten the right things. I eat a lot of vegetables. I don't eat a lot of red meat. He's way in front of people, back in the 70s on that. He's a man of great faith as well.
Absolutely. That's, Leonard Hamilton. And so back to Myron's story is Jared McCain.
Oh, that's going to go.
Knocks down for the last possession of this game.
Spears trying to dish into the lane. Picked off by Duke. Nice give here from McCain. McCain stepping back. Rolls another triple. Incredible first half for Jared McCain.
Over 7 feet when we look at a Florida State roster. That's, what we've seen from Leonard Hamilton, and Sean Stewart does a great job defensively coming up with the steal.
Roach up ahead. Filipowski to slam it.
Give Sean Stewart a lot of credit.
On Shire in year number 2 at the helm for the Duke Blue Devils, and we are underway. On the move, Jeremy Roach coming in at 14 points a game from the corner. Swished in by Filipowski. That's a three.
OB, he is what we like to call on one right now. Hunter Silas knocking down everything, getting it going from the perimeter along the three-point line to go along with his scoring in the paint.
So Wake started 0 for 11 from the three. That's going to be swished in.
See, it skims the arm of Carr.
Roach, some contact there. Filipowski knocks it down. And that's a beautiful play to the other side of the iron.
Hey, what? There's no slowing down Hunter Silas. OB, I think he right now has to be a first-team All-ACC selection. And if so, he will be the 3rd straight transfer to do that for Steve Freeman.
And Mitchell, he won't miss many of those.
But, OB, we've talked about, this Wake Forest team has 4 guys that average over 14 points per game. The only one who's been able to get anything going offensively has been Silas. He has 20. No one else in double figures for the Deacons.
Filipowski went up strong and laid it in.
Now Filipowski gets switched onto the three-point shooter. Harris off the mark. 1 for 9 now for BC from deep. Filipowski has space inside Zachary.
The switches. So does BC. Duke has been switching 1 through 5 all game.
39% three-point shooter. Harris has 3 of BC's 4 tonight. Filipowski, pretty. Took about 25-40 for Quinton Post, the 16.5-point per game scorer, to make his first field goal.
Well, at shoot-around today, we knew John Shire was keying on that matchup, trying to keep Post from getting hot.
Zachary trying to body Filipowski. That ball was knocked out of the cylinder.
Right there that I think Filipowski can be more aggressive with 1 foul.
First points for Elite Bay. 7 minutes into this half. Duke has stretched a 4-point halftime lead, 2-8. Mitchell. Oh, Mark Mitchell.
Forever, and now they're in a 9-point game. That's good in this building when you come in here for the, with a lot of these young guys, first time.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Stemming the tide through that beginning of the game is if you're going to beat the Blue Devils in this building, you're going to have to make threes. If you look at teams who have won here, they have shot the basketball extremely well.
McCain.
Roach cheating over. There's the double. The open man Trimble bothered from behind by Proctor.
Needed to shoot it right away. He allowed Proctor to push him right underneath the rim.
Nice pass. Roach finds Mitchell for the slam. The team step forward, assert themselves, beat up on others the rest of the way. But right now, these two teams, 1 and 2 in the league, as Filipowski lays it in.
Padula wanted that triple. Here's Collins again. Filipowski with a touch. Both feet in that paint. Drops it in. And a whistle, too.
That's tough to guard teams. Native of the state of Virginia.
Collins bobbles it. And a turnover right back to Roach. Lining up a long one for the swish is McCain. Collins trying to come back to life, but it just hasn't been there in the second half for him. Not like it was in the first 20.
Well, he also went straight to the top of the scouting report when they went into the halftime locker room, and they paid a lot more attention to him. When you score 13 first-half points against the Blue Devils, John Shire, Chris Carrawell, they're going to put your name at the top of the board. Exactly. We got to stop that guy.
That's the man, and they've done it. Proctor. Roach gives it up. Beautiful pass and a slam by Mitchell.
But a tough task for the Tar Heels next week as they come into this building, which of course is always going to be a difficult place to play, especially in that rivalry.
Lining up a long one, Foster, yes.
And to say that's a good time to shoot a three in transition. How many times I got taken out of the game for doing that?
You would have loved playing for me, John, because I'm all about letting that thing fly. Here's Filipowski on the business end. Now, Mike James turned it over. Number 23, Zan Payne, the son of Kenny Payne, is into the game. Got his first start over the weekend against Wake Forest. Played 17 minutes. Young got trapped along the baseline. Now Duke swings it to Mitchell. Louisville much more active on defense than they have been early. Proctor has a look from three, and he buries it.
5 or 6 different actions, or maybe 4 different counters for one action. Explore things and develop some continuity that way.
Proctor again. Tyrese.
Relax. When they played Duke the first time, they feel like their style of play matches up with this Duke team.
Offensive rebound, Roach.
He equated it to a boxing match. He says, you know what, he thinks their style of play does. They're going to keep everything in front. They'll give that to Filipowski. They don't want him on the inside.
He's got a...
My concern with Filipowski is just, will he wear down? And some of these guards, are, for Duke, the Blue Devils have to get themselves going. And I think it starts with number 5. Proctor is the guy that we know has got All-American consideration.
There's Filipowski, part of that starting 5.
I know people are watching saying, hey, you just chop. What do you switch? Then you got Dongo on you got Filipowski on the guard.
Filipowski's
one out to the three-point line.
Ryan Young has come in now. Filipowski works his way back to the scorer's table.
Coach Derek Coleman's on line 1. No, he's saying you don't throw them all out. No. You go score those, DC.
Well, Derek said he never got the ball unless he rebounded. So
and that's why he wasn't throwing it out.
Never thrown out. And most of the time, he dunked it anyway.
There you go. Proctor knocks down the 3, the sophomore from Australia, who's averaged but 7 points.
Well, the second had ALS. It was actually through a text. Jeff watched me post a post for the ALS walk, and so he reached out to me and asked me what information I knew about it. And I didn't know much other than the fact that, of course, Boston College Sports Information Director Dick Kelly passed from ALS, and that's what kind of taught me about the disease at first. And you see the zone defensively for Pitt, so you got to make sure you identify the shooters. And it's tough when you have Foster, Roach, and McCain on the floor. All 3 of these guys are dangerous.
It's a tougher matchup, really is. It's a good thing you want to try it, but I don't think it's going to work. I know, I can't.
No, you don't, Coach. No. We don't do that.
I don't do that. I'm a Bills fan.
All right. Now you're a Bills fan, apparently.
Yeah.
You're part of the Mafia.
What's in their practices this year?
There you go.
Under the
Filipowski a deep 3. What a half for Filipowski, by the way. That's 17 now on 3 first-half triples.
But he's doing it inside and outside. This is the reason why Kyle Filipowski was the ACC preseason. In this game, off the offensive rebound, to see Henson get a wide-open look.
First shot, and he gets it off the offensive rebound. That's the best three-point look you're going to get in basketball. Offensive rebound should throw everyone out to the three-point line.
Ryan Young has come in now. Filipowski works his way back to the scorer's table.
Coach Derek Coleman's on line 1. No, he's saying you don't throw them all out. No. You go score those, DC.
Well, Derek said he never got the ball unless he rebounded it. So
and that's why he wasn't throwing it out.
Never thrown out. And most of the time.
The timeout, and now we'll see some zone defensively from the Panthers. But I can remember when Jeff told me that, of course, Jeff Capel II had ALS. It was actually through a text. Jeff watched me post a post of an ALS walk, and so he reached out to me and asked me what information I knew about.
Finishes on the nice catch and score inside. Foster answered Henson's 3 with another one for Duke. Blue Devils still attacking from behind the line. 5 of their 11 field goals are triples.
And you see the zone defensively for Pitt, so you got to make sure you identify the shooters, and it's tough when you have.
By the way, Coach, Carrington just got his first bucket, and you say when you're here that you're for the Steelers. That's what you
I know. I can't.
No, you don't, Coach. No. We don't do that.
I don't do that. I'm a Bills fan.
All right. Now you're a Bills fan, apparently.
Yeah.
You're part of the Mafia.
Went to their practices this year.
There you go.
Under the
Filipowski a deep 3. What?
Lowering the shoulder. Gave it up. John Shire wanted a 3-second count. Burton lost it to Roach. Second Marcus Burton turnover. What a find. Roach to Young.
And they find him now. They're attacking Duke on that pick and roll and drops, and knowing they got a tag, giving him a second or two, and he doesn't need but a quick second to get that off.
Mitchell takes it this time. One way or another.
Yes. There's been off tonight. But Copeland on the drive. Denied. Brown fired it. Nice save on the deck. The Duke Blue Devils. That's Mitchell again. In transition, Proctor for a triple. Syracuse needed that one desperately. Second half, Duke 5 for 5 beyond the three-point line. They were 0 for 9 in the first half.
But John, I don't know. My apologies for calling you John. I don't know why I called that, but there are times as a player here, as you see Jared McCain not
chance to really grow and flourish in that league and on this level. Late in the shot clock, Filipowski missed, got it back. McCain is open, let the defender fly on by. He's going. And a very good lob over the top. Sophomore from Westtown, New York. MVP of the tournament a season ago. Had a 28-point game, a season high against Hofstra. That's part of the home winning streak of 5 games for the Blue Devils. Shot clock inside of 10. Mitchell. Oh, he just demanded the space. Fairfield, Fairleigh Dickinson, Gardner-Webb, deep in the shot clock. Can't beat it. Got the shot away and missed. McCain. Not bashful with a quick release from the power could be an X factor for this team. He's just too good of a three-point shooter, and his size. Should there be some foul trouble and issues where he might be a factor against Syracuse. This is power for 3.
Filipowski went over to him, and he knew an offensive rebound was waiting to happen, and Missy was there.
Well, anytime you go to block a shot, you're exactly right. That can open up the offensive glass. Sometimes a strength in shot blocking can be a weakness if you don't get it.
Again, a Duke backcourt player beats his. Filipowski again. He is doing a terrific job picking up the guards when they get by their guy, and a chance for a run. Mitchell has it, lays it up and in. Misi.
Dennis does such a good job of maintaining his dribble when he drives under the basket.
Filipowski on the bench for Duke with 4 fouls. Walter on the bench for Baylor, 4 fouls. Bounce pass to Young and a pretty pass from Roach to set him up.
He scored 33 of his 40 points in the second half. From the halftime to the end of regulation, he put 33 on High Point. Meanwhile, Dubar's gone for as many as 30 in a game. Filipowski coming out of the break. Thomas always draws a crowd defensively. How is Duke trying to deal with him here tonight?
Well, they're trying to get him off the three-point line, but you just saw incredible footwork right there.
Filipowski.
That's good defense by Jeremy Roach. They'll give Thomas that shot. That's a tough shot.
Jon Scheyer delivering instructions from the sideline. Filipowski spins, goes to the left hand, draws the family, calls him by his given name, Craig, and most everybody else calls him Speedy. Do you ever call him Craig?
I started to a little bit in the beginning because I was afraid of his mom and dad. They were real strict. And then once I could tell they accepted me, I was okay, I went with Speedy like the rest of everybody in New York City.
They said he got that nickname around the step.
That's hard to guard because you think you've got him corralled, and then he steps back and creates that 2 to 3 foot separation.
He's got 11. Dubar has 15, as does Filipowski, who's got the basketball now for Duke. Spins baseline, bowls his way into the lane, and has a that perhaps the injury to Tyrese Proctor, who's still coming back from an ankle injury, might ultimately help this team down the road.
It often does, because you gain the confidence, you know, of the freshmen, Foster and McCain particularly, getting playing time. Look at this, another good delivery. Yep.
You see the follow for the intermission as Thomas buries another three. Gave him enough separation that gives you the sense Duke has enough to hang on, but Hofstra's got enough offense. They average 80 points a game, and they can get hot.
Yes, they can.
Roach.
Nice pass.
With the left hand and no look to set up Mitchell.
It's a growth process for them.
Thomas missed it with Filipowski all over him. McCain.
Man.
Three more.
With the ball on the floor. Milicic lost the handle in transition, and the dunk at the other end. Helped by Young, though, on that drive. Young hustling back down the court, looking for the board, and he got it to preserve the possession. 2 offensive rebounds by Young. And it results 11 per game. And 11 points, 4 boards. And the loss at Georgia Tech, fighting the weak side, and it's won by Mitchell. Up ahead, Filipowski. Little ball fake and a little late.
They got back. They got 2 guys back on Mitchell. Stopped the break, made them set up in the half court.
If you're just joining us, Tyrese Proctor had to leave with what appeared to be Arizona. Shot clock is down at 6. Intercepted pass, Roach. Tried to get it up ahead. Ball was deflected. McCain now on the drive. Pass to Wana. Lays it in with the left hand. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, only on the CW.
Interesting. Jon Scheyer trying giving Sean Stewart some minutes out on the floor with Mitchell with the 3 fouls.
Entry pass, Filipowski around his defender, and it stays down. 1 of 2 from the stripe in the game. Filipowski volleyballs it out to Mitchell. Roach wants the basketball.
It's the second time Duke has been not good at the free throw line, but they've gotten bailed out twice by tap outs.
Duke ahead for the first time since it's led 23-21 in the first half. Roach elevating, dropping it off to Mitchell for the slam from Roach.
Oh, and he's getting a technical thing. You got to make him go left. A great soft finish.
Tied at 66. Third tie of the game. Roach driving, drops it off. Filipowski hangs and scores.
Jumping in front and getting that loose ball and turning it into a basket. It's one thing to block the shot. It's another to turn it into offense, and Arkansas has been excellent at that throughout the course of the game.
Filipowski lays it in, 60-49.
Basket to protect the ball from Stewart, who was lurking right behind him.
Duke is at 50% from the floor.
And there is Mitchell tapping one. Ultimately was awarded in the final version to Brickus. And speaking of, Brickus just got hit in the face, turned the ball over, and here is Roach. A little soft touch for Filipowski's.
LaSalle suddenly is in a danger zone here, Wes.
Yep, real quick in the second half too, Dan. Filipowski. Here's Roach. All the way in, right back to Filipowski, and one.
Only 2 for 31 shooting threes in the first 2 games. Hall knocks one down.
And important for Michigan State that Malik Hall gets off to a good start. In their last game against Southern Indiana, Tom Izzo tried to put him down in the post to get him going. He's got to find shots for Malik Hall, Walker, and Jaden Akins.
Filipowski from the baseline with a jumper. Akins kicking.
Good kick out.
Hogard open and around and out. And the entire Michigan State bench, they all stood up when the ball was released, and then they all sat back down. They have seen good shot after good shot not go down for this team tonight. At the other end, one goes down. When you look at this group on the floor for the Spartans, the needless fouls, to use your term. I mean, this is an incredibly experienced group that Tom Izzo has on the floor right now. And he was really upset with Malik Hall after he picked up his second foul in the first half. McCain. Now Proctor gets inside and lays it home. For a team as a whole, and how many years have we seen Tom Izzo's teams grow and grow and grow over the course of a season?
And remember, this Michigan State team played Tennessee in an exhibition for the relief effort in Maui. Really nice play.
Cooper just a sophomore. Pull up at the elbow. Around and out. Walker thought he was fouled.
Good action. A little screen, and the re-screen got him that wide open shot. Just couldn't knock it down.
It is really physical right now between Filipowski and Hall.
And Hall needed to be a little bit careful. He forced Filipowski off the lane. Doesn't want to pick up a foul there.
He has got to stay on the floor for the Spartans. Roach can't turn the corner. A contested three, and it goes for...
Great end to last season. Good pass.
Ballo can't get it to go.
And Jeremy Roach, very dangerous in the mid-range. What a great pass.
Beautiful bounce. Chest of Filipowski.
Boy, just pick and roll on the open side. And a beautiful pass, but what a catch and finish by Keyshawn Johnson.
6'7", dunking over a 7-footer. Now the 7-footer knocks down the three. He's got Johnson with a reverse. Duke ball.
Boy, the length of Mitchell inside makes it really difficult to finish over him. That was a big difference last year when Duke played Tennessee in the second round of the tournament. Mitchell was injured, didn't play.
And Duke got knocked out in the second round last year. Arizona got knocked out in the first round.
Point guard, Cornish just turns the corner. And that's what you're going to do to attack this group now with Ryan Young inside. He's not going to switch. He's going to hedge. You got to hold him with his dribble penetration. Monroe's ability to knock down shots.
Proctor, a deep one. 9 with the basketball with 4:45 to go until halftime.
Duke can play at a controlled pace. They get whatever they want.
Like
turn
that.
down shots for better shots. Just like that.
Wide open.
Jeremy Rosen. It's great to see him confident knocking down shots.
Good off-ball defense from Foster. Roach accelerates. Filipowski and a foul.